Uniphonic in your big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I would like to thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity to speak to you. Communication has always been very important, and communication is becoming more important as we see innovation and disruption happening in the world today. A lot of people talk about innovation, a lot of people talk about disruptions. The real reason for these disruptions and innovations is driven from the basic concept of marketing, which is the basic definition says identifying customer needs and then finding the solution for it. Revenue or business is a natural outcome. And in today's world, the biggest disruptor is the customer, which is driving this whole innovation, which is driving this disruption. And what is really happening is that the communication channels, whether it is the social media channels like Twitter or the Facebook or the internet, they are making the customers more aware, the users, all of us here, more aware of the choices. And that's where the old age, the concept of customer as the king is becoming a reality. And what really it means is that now the customers are saying that I want to be reached out. I want to be reached out to by people at the time of my choice, through the channel of my choice, and I want to only see things which are relevant to me. And that's what is really causing the disruption, that is what is causing the innovation, and all that, in all that, communication becomes the most important thing. And in today's environment, when communication or information is easily available through the different channels, the real differentiator which organizations have, which people have, is the customer experience management. How you are able to delight the customers, how are you able to meet their expectations and even exceed them. That's the real game. And in that, communication becomes the most important thing. And that's where this whole concept of omni-channel communication becomes very important for organizations. They have to really look at how they are able to reach out to the customers. With the advent of internet, the real challenge is that while people are now aware or they have access to a lot of information, the fact that they are bombarded with information means they have much shorter attention span. So you have to make sure that you are able to reach out to them with your offer, with your service, with your product at the time when you believe they have the best attention for your offer, your product, your service. So that's where this whole concept of effective communication, customer experience management, and this whole concept of omni-channel comes into play. And that's where I think even today, when we talk about ITCN, Asia, this session, you will see a lot of organizations which are offering services in this domain, which are offering connectivity, which are offering customer experience management solutions, and which are also looking to see how they can in different way enhance the overall customer expectation, customer delight, and that all leads towards the overall profitability of any organization. And it is not just limited to the commercial organizations. Even from the governments and the public sector organizations, they have the citizens as their customers. And what is important is how you are able to communicate to them. So I want to leave this stage with this message that At the end of the day, you may have the best product, best service, but the key is how you are able to communicate the benefits of your solution, the value of your solution, and communicate to the customers, reach out to your potential customers at the time when they are most attentive and they are susceptible to listen to your message and accept your offers. So I would like to thank ITCN organizers once again, and I would like to, request all of you to think from this perspective that how you are able to reach out to your customers and how you are able to reach out to your customers to be able to offer them with the right solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Karam Rahat, for sharing your wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, the event is providing an opportunity for the entire tech ecosystem of Pakistan, along with leaders from the public and private sector, together under one roof to innovate, digitize, and disrupt. I would like to have our another keynote speaker, Ms. Alia Jafar, Director, International Relations, ICCIA, for having on the stage for her wisdom speech. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, Your Excellencies, Honorable Minister and senior officials, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, it is an immense honor and privilege to address your auspicious conference on behalf of the Islamic Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, ICCIA, and that of my own. I would like to congratulate E-Commerce Gateway Pakistan for the excellent organization of this important and significant event, which brings together today the IT ecosystem of the region and strengthens the Pakistan brand as a tech destination. ICCIA represents the private sector of the Islamic world. We are excited to be part of this important event today here and assure you of our support amidst the numerous global economic challenges, which include, amongst other things, ending poverty, unemployment, inequalities, digital divide, and climate change, and many more issues that are affecting the entire world, but especially our countries. As private sector, we undeniably acknowledge that we are duty-bound to play our due role in sharing part of the responsibility with the honorable government by contributing to the process of building sustainable and resilient global economy. Recognizing our role as ICCIA, we believe in the way forward towards addressing globally known challenges that are summarized under the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development through cooperation amongst international organizations, as well as building strategic partnerships that would lead to creating the desirable economic growth, sound industry, encouraging innovation, reducing inequalities, together with maintaining responsible consumption and production. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we also realize that trade, investment, finance, and technology must be leveraged to address the global challenges. However, the priority must be given to pursuing effective tools such as innovation on technological development, which is proved to increase production flexibility and reduce cost reductions that pave path for economic growth. In this context, we undertake various projects such as helping member institutions in areas of digital transformation. It organizes customized workshops and training programs aimed at helping the business communities of the member states upgrade their businesses, adopt best practices, make their businesses more competitive. as per the international standards. The focus of our work includes capacity building, agribusiness, value chain and green growth and technology, commodity exchange programs, business leadership development, promoting strategic commodities, upgrading marketing and managing skills, and the list goes on. So it's quite extensive, but we are also engaged in developing a sustainable chamber model through the Academy of the Islamic Chambers, which entails organizing customized workshops on a permanent and continuous basis. I would like to conclude by once again extending my profuse thanks and profound appreciation to the organizers for the excellent arrangements, and I wish that our cooperation would continue and further expand in all areas of common concerns and shared goals, particularly the kind that would contribute to achieving global sustainable development and economic growth. Thank you for your patience and attention. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Ms. Alia Jafar. Ladies and gentlemen, Tech Destination Pakistan presents 23rd ITCN Asia 2023 is indeed providing a chance for Pakistan tech industry to unite and display solutions in terms of exhibitions and the valuable keynote speaker sessions by the conferences. I would like to call our another keynote speaker, Mr. Babar Majid Bhatti, Chief Executive Officer, National Information Technology Board, in your big round of applause.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Minister, Chief Guests, the industry, public, and everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me here. I just recently came to the industry here in Pakistan, and I can see all the ingredients that are present here in ITCN. So I'm quite excited to be here today. So what I can see is all the ingredients. The public sector is here, the government is here, the industry is here, and talented young individuals are here. So we have all the ingredients that are required to digitally transform a nation. So technology, as we all know, we are all advocates of the technology. So we can see that, the technology is transforming the world, and now the time has arrived. We do the same here in Pakistan. So what we can see here is, I've just visited briefly the stalls outside. So what we can see is that we do have the technologies outside available. The industry is there to provide. We have brilliant ideas with the young people I've talked to this morning. And to help bridge the gap, the good news is the public sector, the government is here now as well. So on behalf of National Information Technology Board, I will give you a very brief about what National IT Board does. So we have a mandate to deliver e-governance, the digital transformation in the public sector, as well as develop the capacity at the national level and in federal ministries, and take along the public sector in all the provinces, including Sindh, Punjab, Balochistan, KPK, GB, so everyone together. So that is how we're going to build a fabric of the digital foundation of Pakistan. So you all have a role to play. So the good news here is that we can see all those ingredients. The young people I've talked to this morning have brilliant ideas which can be put into action now to build that digital fabric of Pakistan. So what was required is here. So what are we waiting for then? Let's come into action. Let's deliver it. So among us, we have visionary people, Ma'am Jahara. We have a visionary minister, Dr. Omar Saif. So he has already delivered systems which you can see have transformed the industry. So now I think is the time to go and act. So the initial priorities, I will just conclude by telling the initial priorities that we have. So the initial priorities are, first of all, to have the digital foundations in the government sector so that we can facilitate with the public-private partnership, we can build that, the digital, when I say the digital foundations, it means not only the systems, but also, for example, the data exchange layer, the enterprise bus at the national level through which the systems can be integrated. Then we have to build a capacity so we can see the talent is here, so we can go out and we can preach the technology in the country. And then the automation through the business process re-engineering, which requires specialized skills, which we can do it together. So looking forward to all your discussions, your ideas, so we can transform them. So these 2 days at ITCN are the opportunity where we can all talk together and we can give birth to those ideas which can then be facilitated by the government. If you have brilliant ideas, please come, discuss with us. We can transform them into doable projects. And we have organizations here like Ignite. We have, incubation centers. You have a doable idea, they will sponsor that, they will, bring that into action. And as National IT Board, we are here to listen to your ideas and problems which we can solve through technology. So exciting 2 days, 4 days ahead. Looking forward to see you, and I can see the light here, and I can see a brilliant future for Pakistan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Babar Majid Bhatti. Ladies and gentlemen, the organizer, E-Commerce Gateway Pakistan Private Limited, is contributing its part since decades, and we are very thankful to all our valuable sponsors, partners, and supporters to help the promotion of this IT exhibition. I'm also thankful to all the associations partnering for this program to create an impact in the international world that Pakistan is the regional ICT hub, inshallah. Our association keynote speaker, please join the hands for Mr. Nadeem A. Malik, Secretary General Pakistan IT Industry Association, Pasha. I would request Mr. Nadeem A. Malik, Secretary General Pakistan IT Industry Association, Pasha, for the stage. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Minister IT and Telecom and Science and Technology, Dr. Umar Saif, and a high-level delegation from SIFC, Excellencies, corporate leaders, media, everyone, Assalamu Alaikum. I'm representing today PASHA, which is Pakistan IT Industry Association. We are the pioneer association of Pakistan IT industry, and we're the only association which is recognized by other stakeholders. So a lot of people ask me when I meet them what PASHA exactly does. Are we another industry association or chambers? But I just want to take a few minutes to explain it to you what PASHA does. We connect and we are the voice of industry, and we connect the stakeholders which our IT industries work along. What their connections are: the governments, the policymakers, academia. So IT industry requires a talent which come from our academia. IT industry requires policy intervention and conducive policies making, which is mostly the government sector. And also, IT industry need to collaborate with it themselves. And the major part also give them the access, provide to the markets which is within Pakistan and outside of Pakistan. Three major pillars of PASHA is policy making and policy advisory. We work closely with MOIT and also PSEB to make sure the policies they are been building, it has all the inputs from the stakeholders and member companies, see how the impact is their businesses. The second part, we very close to the academia. We make sure the talent they are producing is what industry is requiring at the moment and what the future of the industry is. The third part is our own engagement model, and WICU Tech Destination is one of those initiatives we have taken with Pakistan Software Export Board to take our members explore new horizons of IT. We went to the European side, Eastern Europe side, US, Asia Pac, Middle East. So the key, I think, I'm feeling very large shoes here. I see the Jahara smiling. So the Pasha has been very effective in bringing what Pakistan industry is today. I would take this credit on behalf of everybody who's built the foundation of the Pasha is today. And our member companies are expanding rapidly. We are seeing sometimes the number dismissal, but I think those don't gauge the potential of Pakistan IT industry as the what numbers are, but I think IT industry is growing. And Pakistan holds a very significant, I think, in many ways, the strategic relationship with our regional competitors and also the markets available to us as well. So what right ingredients, which I think we are built a couple of programs, I would just want to explain it to you. One of the training is very important part to it. And the skill set is always short of capacity or supplies. This is not a dilemma only to Pakistan as well. I think many other countries are facing the same challenges. And what do we have most abundant today? Is our young talent available to us. And they are eager, and they are hunger, and they have a lot of ambitions to do, make a mark ourselves. And that's where I think Pasha is playing a very vital role on making sure the training is done, what we call industry demand training, rather than somebody decide what they need to learn. The curve of technology is very steep in very ways, it goes up on the technology evolution part, but the learning part is very sort of a cohesive as well. So that is that's where we are engaged with the industry and see what their demands are and make sure the training they consume the training part. And I would take a lot of credits to MOIT and PSAB to help collaborate this program. We got Tech Lift program. Last year we run this program, and it was the first time this program was 4,000. We identified the students, and IT companies, based upon their demand, they train them, and right now more than 80% are on the job. That explains how industry is expanding their footprint, and that's where the industry demand trainings are done. I think the Pasha, and I really appreciate a lot of stakeholders are already here with us, and Pasha is going to keep striving to make sure our industry is flourishing and they have conducive environment. We're raising their concerns, we're raising their demands, we're making sure the environment is for them, not only the companies who are based in Pakistan, but also those companies who have their tech destination in Pakistan. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. Nadeem A. Malik. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is now becoming the self-resilience in local assembling of mobile phones for almost all major brands. Pakistan is creating its impact from the local assembled mobile phones to the international branding. Our another keynote speaker is from the mobile industry. Please join the big hands for Mr. Asif Khan, Chairman, Deploy Group, Sparks Smartphones.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Umar Saif, my dear friends, esteemed foreign visitors, guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to thank ITCN Asia 23 and Tech Destination for organizing such a marvelous event. Today, we gather here to celebrate a day of resilience. No doubt that our country right now is going through very tough economic times. But ladies and gentlemen, as they say, tough times do not last, but tough people do. The tagline of today's event is declaring Pakistan the ICT hub for the region, or regional hub. I am confident that the industry which I represent can actually contribute to transforming that tagline into a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, I will just give you a brief overview of who we are, what we do, and how we aim to put our country on the horizon of developed nations and tech exporters. We started off with mobile phone manufacturing a few years ago, and we introduced a bar phone, button phone brand called X Mobile. At that time, we were told that we might fail. And I believe that was the biggest stimulus for us to keep going. We were told that we might fail because we were going to fight against a traditional trader mindset. We were bringing in the entrepreneurial mindset. And at that time, it was quite unforeseen. So ladies and gentlemen, we have come a long way. And today, here on this podium, I take pride in mentioning that we, as Sparks, we are the top local smartphone brand. We are on a mission, actually. We are on a mission to make cutting-edge technology more affordable. We are on a mission to facilitate a digital drive which will actually facilitate digital inclusion and make technology available to the masses at affordable prices. And we are on a mission to actually build an ecosystem which will serve education, healthcare, business, and social communication. We've had support from our government, but as they say, it is very important to know your direction as well as your speed. I'm glad today that we have at least identified what the right direction is. And the right direction is to support our young generation, our innovators, our entrepreneurs, to actually become a part of an ecosystem which will work towards the progress of this nation. We have, as a smartphone manufacturer, we have brought in technologies which are easily and affordable to the masses, which in my opinion is a big achievement. I would not just stick to what should be done, but I would rather state here what we are doing. We are actually creating a force of skilled workers by providing them training, and these individuals down the line will become entrepreneurs with the ability to transform their ideas into working business models and contribute towards the economic welfare of this country. We are going to set up the first R&D center of Pakistan, inshallah, and the plan is to achieve this goal before the end of the year. We have worked out all the plan for it. We are in touch with the regulators and with the government bodies to facilitate us with this. All we need is a slight bit of support from our decision makers. So my humble request is for the decision makers to realize and understand the priorities. The priority is to enable communication, to allow for easy and affordable communication to reach to the masses and to actually facilitate those stakeholders who are becoming instrumental to make that dream a reality. I know time is precious here. I would request all of you to visit our stall outside, Sparks, and I would really appreciate your feedback and comments on that. In the end, I would conclude my keynote with this very brief saying which goes like this: let's not be connected by the wire. Let's not connected by the wire but by inspiration. Because in the tech world, it's not the current that matters, but it's the current moment that matters. Thank you all very much for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Atif Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3 days event, ITCN Asia 2023, is providing a chance and opening a gateway to acknowledge with the achievement of Pakistan and to create awareness that Pakistan is totally creating impact in Asia. I would like to invite our keynote speaker, Mr. Francis, Director of NEC, Regional Unified Communications Division, NEC Corporation. In your big round of applause, Mr. Francis, thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you. My name is Francis. As introduced by our MC, I'm from NEC Corporations of Japan. Of course, I'm based in Malaysia. NEC Malaysia is a subsidiary of NEC Corporation Japan. A little bit introductions about NECs. Maybe some of you already know. NEC Corporation of Japan is more than 120 over years old companies in Japan. And most of our solutions are more on the public safety, facial recognition, biometrics, and one of the good products that have in NEC actually is unified communication. I understand currently the world of communication, the way we communicate is totally changed, right? I think 10 years ago, the way we talk on the phones is, we are holding the phone like this. I think 10, 15 years ago, like the gentleman there. But now today, everyone are holding the phone like this. The way we communicate is changed. And I think recently, the way we communicate is from the small screen to the big screen. Everyone is using Teams, everyone is using the Zoom, right? So from NECs, actually we are evolved not only from the phone system, the PABA system, the unified communication that we have, we already evolved in providing a lot of other solutions, right? For example, we have a smart check-in kiosk for the hotel, and we have a smart access beside the PABX system, And all our solutions and PABX, we serve all kind of industry, right? From the government industry, from the hotel industry, for the healthcare industry. So to me, I think the way we communicate is changed, but voice communication is still very, very important, And my divisions is very focused on unified communication, and my office, regional office in Malaysia. And as a director of the Unified Communications Regional Office, we're taking care of more than 15 countries, namely Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, of course Malaysia, Vietnam. And this year, we are very much focused in Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. That's why we are here today. And we are very happy to work with Mancha Brother, a very well-known partners in Pakistan, and we really appreciate Mancha Brothers, which I believe they're able to work with NECs to provide the good services and good product and solution to all of you. To all the customers in Pakistan, especially in Karachi, please let's work together or provide better futures for our customers and for yourself and for our next generations. And coincidentally, today is 31st of August. Actually, it's a Malaysian National Day. It's a Malaysian Independent Day. For those, some of you, maybe it's a Malaysian. Hari Merdeka to all of you. And thank you very much. We are looking forward to work with Mancha Brothers to provide a good service to all of you. Thank you.
Mr. Francis, for your valuable words and adding in our knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite our another keynote speaker, Mr. Shahzad Shahid, CEO, TPS, in your big round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum. I'll start with a sher of Ahmed Farah Sahab, very relevant to the times that we go through almost every few years. शिकवाए जुल्मत शब से तो कहीं बेहतर था, शिकवाए जुल्मत शब से तो कहीं बेहतर था, अपने हिस्से की कोई शमा जलाते जाते. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here. My name is Shahzad Shahid and I represent a technology company. TPS is a fintech, payments technology company out of Pakistan, having business across Europe, Middle East, Africa. We develop products which are used by the banks, fintechs, payment processors. Customers are Central Bank UAE, all large banks in Pakistan, Middle East, Africa. This tells about the potential that the country carries. If a company coming from Karachi back in mid-90s can make its mark across 30 countries, from French-speaking Africa to Arab-speaking countries in Africa, Middle East,